Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to a stunningly beautiful June 19th. 63 degrees out here. All you hear is birds out here. It's very, very peaceful, very lovely. All right, let's start a brand new day. Heck yeah. Well, little woman, that was probably one of the craziest drives to work we've had in a while.
I know, it's not a day to be on the
Semi-truck almost took us out. Some crazy girl in a Ford, one of those old Expeditions.
Everybody just...
Yeah, nuts. Absolutely nuts. All the way to the very end here where some guy took a U-turn in the middle of fourth plane out there. Yeah, gone crazy today. But anyway, looks like I got a bunch of BMWs lined up for me. I need to go get on them.
All right.
All right.
I see you at the watering.
Love you. See you. Bye.
Love you.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
I've showed you guys this Road Glide once before. Belongs to one of our finance guys here. But every time he rides the thing to work, which he has been a lot here lately, I miss my old Road King. Oh, that is a beauty. I got to step way back to get the top of the bars in there. He likes them ape hangers, apparently. Cool bike, though. I should probably take advantage of needing to test ride this thing and talk to you guys, because I've got one full day ahead of me. This might be another one of those no vlogging at work days, just because of time constraints. But I'll see what I can pull up. How about I'll go the normal way. So immediately, this thing here in a minute is going to throw a tire pressure monitor, TPMS, tire pressure monitor system. But anyway, because I don't know why, but the front monitors is failed. The tool that wakes it up and checks it doesn't even recognize it's there, so I'm assuming the battery's dead. This is a 2016. I think it's a 15. Going by the older looking dash. I don't remember. But anyway, I was working on it yesterday. Came to the end of the day. It was the last thing I was working on. And I didn't get a chance to ride it. So here we are. And I'm taking you along with me. And the last thing I rode was my Harley, so I'm trying to push the left turn signal. And I'll be doing that with the ride here before the ride's over, I'm sure. It's interesting, it's not it's like ignoring that tire pressure monitor. Because it throws a code, because it doesn't, it's expecting it to be there. I don't know. Man, he's got suspension. Oh yeah, he's got it on hard, and he's got it for driver plus luggage. On these short chassis, man, this suspension is stiff. I'm sure he rides it with his bags and stuff on there all the time, so I'm not going to adjust any of his stuff. That Harley guy straight up did not wave at me. Either it's deep in thought, or who knows. He didn't look like he'd be one of those grouchy guys. I'm not waving at nothing but another Harley. So I wonder what park this is. I meant to look, because remember I drove down to this little dead end once before, and I thought, oh, that must be the back end of Orchards Park. Welcome to your park. Park closed. No, it just says park. It didn't say what the name of the park is. But anyway, I mistakenly thought it might have been Orchards Park, but Orchard Park ends on the other side of the freeway over there. Look at them wheels. Call me old school or what, but I wouldn't be Caulk dead driving that thing. Just not my thing. You know, I hear a lot of people, oh, if you don't ride in the rain, you just don't ride. You don't understand, especially where I live up north, everything is 4x4 trucks, and the worst thing is the log trucks. You ride a motorcycle in the rain around here, it's next level dirty. It throws this silty mud stuff that bakes on your exhaust and your engine and gets all down your wheel hubs. This ain't like riding in the rain, you know, normally. Like when out on trips and stuff, you get caught in the rain, you know, there's no log trucks or anything around there. It's just clean rain. You just get the spotty thing. It cleans off real easy. The type of rain you ride in here is so much dirt in the road. Oh man, you don't even recognize your bike. It turns another color. It's this nasty gray. Well, look at the side of my Honda Ridgeline pickup truck. That's the color your motorcycle turns. But it's one thing to wash off the body of a truck. It's another thing to wash up, you know, after it's baked to a motor. Gummit, I don't think these things answer. Oh, I missed it. That was Ben at work. The last phone call I got was Ben at work. And I don't have my walkie-talkie on. He's probably going, where's he at? Oh no. I got a customer with a question. You know, I love the feeling of a low chassis, you know, being a little lower, being able to flat foot on the ground. It's just, they fundamentally handle different. And despite the inconvenience, you know, based on my height and inseam and stuff, I prefer the standard chassis way more. Just seems, the suspension just seems to adjust better, and you got the longer length, so it doesn't they don't have to stiffen it up to kind of compensate for you know, the shorter travel of the suspension. That's one thing you'll notice on a low chassis, is the suspension is noticeably stiffer, even in the softest setting. It doesn't, you know, within a class like these K5X water boxers, you ride any of these GSAs and they all, you know, you notice the refinements as they get newer, like the 18 with the really nice shift assist pro, and other than that, they run the same. Now the 2018 GSA has what they call ESA, electronic suspension adjustment 2. Generation 2. Oh, that's really nice. Really nice. Talk about fine-tuning. Oh, it's just wonderful. But engine-wise and everything, they're so precise in how they build them that, you know, if you could ride it with your eyes closed and somebody goes, okay, which one are you riding? You'd never know. They're so consistent. Every bike is the same. You know, with the Japanese stuff, you can ride 5 of the same motorcycle. Like say you took a CBR 600 RR and just ride 5 of them, one right after another. You would notice one would be better, the best out of the bunch. Another one would be least best. Probably not with Honda. That's probably a bad example. Honda's definitely one of them people that are very, very consistent. So that was a bad example. We'll just say brand X. How about that? I don't want to point anything out. But I got his he had the bushing bulletin that hadn't been performed for the forks, and the reflectors on his pannier racks. So he's reflected and he's bushed. That tire pressure monitor never went off. I seen that truck coming through the trees there. I didn't know if he was coming at me. Alright, thanks for coming along for the testy ride. This one's pretty crazy. It's a bulletin I haven't seen before. They're replacing the ABS or VCM brake hoses. Nice blue fittings denotes it's the new one. And there was a recall for the spigot on the fuel tank, and then there's a rear flange recall, which I've done several of those. Every one of the pumps I've come across, so I've had to replace the pump. This one passed and you put a collar on it. The coolest tool ever you use. I've already put it away. Anyway, it's 07 R1200 RT. It's like brand new. It's only got like 7,000 miles or something on it. Amazing. Now I gotta go through the crazy flush cycle. God help me. Alright, this beautiful young lady's all but done. The bulletin I was telling you about, where it replaces from aluminum to a steel flange. There's a whole procedure of heating this thing up and using this crazy tool to get it back together, because that's a press fit onto those splines. But all went well, other than a little bit of a booby trap I was set with that I wish I'd have known beforehand. That would be discussing I can't discuss that. But anyway, I was able to work around that. But it would have been nice to know that beforehand. But that's the old brake lines, the old hub, all the old parts. In case BMW asks for any of that stuff back. Alrighty. Heading out to the heat. Look at all them trains, mama. So, I just realized, left work, didn't even say we're bailing out, goodbye, nothing. Look at the old Columbia River out there, ships everywhere, rail cars, man oh man. But anyway, we're on our way home. We're practically halfway home now. So, welcome to the trip home. Well, I haven't pulled this old camera out in quite a while. The old GoPro Hero 5 session. I need to move the girls to another area. Sashi's ready to go in. I don't think she realized it's hotter inside than it is outside. Anyway, I'm gonna tackle this back lawn. It's about 5 minutes to 7. See how far I can get done here. And got a couple hours of daylight. And see if we can knock her out. Alright, off to the grind. Well, things kind of got slowed down here a little bit. Had to do an emergency on the carb clean action going on here. She'd only run with the choke on, so it was coming. It's been acting up here anyway after the whole fuel filter debacle. But anyway, that's what we're doing right now. Alright, at 20 minutes to 9, which means I don't have a lot of cutting time. Nice clean carburetor, runs like a top. There was junk in the slow speed jet, that's what I found. Alright, let's see how much I can get this thing done here in a little time I have left. I know this is the worst lighting ever for a Hero 5 session, but the lawn is done. I have no idea what time it is, but look at these skies. Is that beautiful or what? Like that, we got a half moon, if you can see that. Man, was it a beautiful evening. Look at these skies, though. Holy moly. Anyway, after the carb clean, seems like every time I use it, there's something else I gotta do to it. She ran like a top. There was all kinds of garbage in the jets. What a mess. It's when I had that filter problem, and over the years, junk gets in your gas tank, and that filter, it got old. It didn't seem to be all that dirty, but it got old, and it just, whatever was in it passed through and plugged everything up. But it kept running, and off and on you get this little sputter, and they do it for a little bit, and then it quit, and then everything's fine. Well, this time she just quit, and that was it. It still ran, but it was spitting and sputtering. Had to ride with the choke on. to get it back, so I knew it was lean. It had just junk in it. But anyway, put the mower away. I can't get enough of these guys though. Wow. It's not peaceful it is out here. It's wonderful. Here, Kylie. Look, she goes back here and she scratches her butt on the trees. She's so funny. That used to be our goat house. Remember we told you we had the goats? Well, hello there, YouTube. With the worst camera in the world to do a goodbye vlog well after sunset. It's just twilight out here now, but the skies are still beautiful. We're going to say a quick goodbye just using the Hero 5 session. I know the audio's pretty poor and probably the picture quality by now, but hey, what they say, even a bad picture is better than no picture at all.
Yes.
And I'm all scummed out. She's all scummed out.
Well, maybe we'll look good because the camera's bad.
Yeah, that's a good, yeah. Bad camera's good to use when you're all haggard out. I smell like gasoline and grass, and I'm just filthy. I'm not going to go traipsing through the house just to grab another camera. Just it's in my pocket. I'm going to use it. So anyway, it's a good day today. Had a busy day at work, and the drive home, we told you how crazy it was going to work. Couple of things, but nothing like coming to work. It was like, man, people were nuts.
Was nuts.
I don't know what in the world them people were doing, but anyway, made it home safely. Made it to work safely as well. I just can't get enough of those skies.
I know, that is so pretty.
Man. Anyway, on that, I think we're just going to roll out on you now.
All right, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up. And I hope your guys' Wednesday or Thursday are wonderful.
Heck yeah. All right. See you tomorrow.
You guys take care.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Hopefully it's not as humid.
I know it. Holy moly.
Yeah. Well, I want Texas. I'll just go back to Texas.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye-bye.